two regions that many claim or many say and hail as to be the top of MLBB esports.
I mean, you could see them now in the 0-0 bracket and maybe in the 1-1 bracket, and then after it's in the 2-2 brackets. Who knows, right? It's, so many rematch potentials between these two teams when champions collide.
Yeah, we have been spoiled to a tremendous Swiss stage day one so far. That's only day one. And the clash of titans between Team Liquid Indonesia and Fnatic Onyx Philippines is coming up after a short break. M6, we'll be right back.
see.
A new era.
We wear.
We thrive.
We strive.
Style for champions. Worn by legend.
We are
Greater than ever.
new era.
We wear.
We thrive.
We strive.
Style for champions. Worn by legends.
We are
Greater than ever.
Hello panda, semua suka biskuitnya. Biskuitnya enak isinya lezat, rasa coklat dan strawberry. Hello panda, semua suka biskuitnya. Biskuitnya enak isinya lezat, rasa coklat dan strawberry. Hello panda, biskuit isi yang enak.
Greater than ever, the promise we delivered or wished to deliver heading into the 6th MLBB World Championship. To be greater than ever, that is what these two teams have. To be greater than ever, That is what these two teams have achieved in their local leagues. They struggled for so long at a certain spot. Finally, they made it to the top in Indonesia and in the Philippines, respectively. Team Onyx Philippines face off in the final match of the Swiss stage. Welcome once again. My name is Renmar Santa Cruz. Just call me Renmar. Still here with Husky and Trex. Pumped for this clash of titans. FNOP, TLID. Bro, I don't even need to get too deep into it anymore. At this point, everyone knows why everyone's watching now for this.
Yeah, I feel like if you are not interested in any of the previous 7 matches, this was worth the wait, right? The clash of the champions of 2 different regions, eternal rivalry, all on day 1.
And we're going into this with some stakes. Again, it's been a day of surprises. So if you've just been waiting for this match alone, I wish you'd take the time after the broadcast to watch all of the action that you've missed. Because here's the kicker. At the end of a very surprising Swiss stage day 1, it could either be Indonesia going into the next round very happy that their 2 representatives are comfortable, while the Filipino representatives will go into the 0-1 bracket, or the Filipinos being happy that their champion beat the Indonesian champions and have one team in the 1-0 and one team in the 0-1.
I mean, there's a lot of different ways this could play. Well, actually, there's 2 different ways that this could play out. But either way, it's like, all right, do we want Indo to win so that there's a possibility of Indo versus Indo in the top? Do you just win so that there's a possibility of Indo versus Indo in the top? Do you just, let the other teams slide through so that things can get switched up? Because no matter what, tomorrow's going to be insane depending on which one of these teams goes to their respective spots.
Before we talk more further about this upcoming match, Kadia's Gaming and Esports District unites gamers, communities, and fans across all genres and walks of life. That is Kadia Gaming. Go search it up online to know more about Kadia. Now, TLID versus FNOP. People would want to think that there's a lot of bad blood between these two. Like, oh, I'm pretty sure Kelra hates Aaron Shiki or Fabian hates King Kong, but they are fierce rivals in game. But they're actually pretty close outside of it. If you follow their social media, they're all chill and cool with each other.
Yeah, there's this slang that we use in MPL MY. Well, Rose uses it, right? Yeah. Every time it's a kawan di luar gelanggang, lawan di land of dawn. So friends outside the arena, enemies inside on the land of dawn. I think it's how it is for a lot of these teams out there. I'm just here for a healthy, competitive match. And for me, I don't really care who wins, because either way we'll already have an amazing day, and whoever wins is just going to be happy at the end of it.
Yeah, and again, a lot of that comes from their mutual respect. I feel like a lot, they know and they understand that a lot of people see them as the top 2 teams in the world right now, and them going up against each other, it's always a question of, hey, this might mean, they're the best team in the world right now because they beat them at this time, and vice versa. So world stage dominance is at stake. We're getting what could have been and what people predicted to be the grand finals in the very first day of Swiss. They're both newly crowned, and they feature young but talented players with a super high ceiling, greater than ever to end day 1. Trex from the NA region, I'm going to give you the floor here. Whether it's TLID or FNOP, who you want to focus and give a little bit more of light on?
I mean, there's so much to talk about with both teams. I'll do a quick little tidbit on both. I think TLID, the fact that it is essentially a team full of rookies here, completely dominating in their local league, even taking the win over some veterans in RRQ, and now here to really show themselves. And then we take a look at FNOP. You have the rise of Kelra, who, even though is quoted as the gold center, has never been at an M series, right?
Yeah.
Has won an MSCs, who has done amazing things, but has said himself in interviews that he doesn't feel like he's the gold center until he wins a world championship. So I think this is his time to really show that he is the best gold laner in the world. And Team Liquid ID, all 5 players just wanting to show that they are all the best in the world.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things that TLID has going for them. The fact that I know that they're the champions of Indonesia and there are a lot of eyes on them, but I feel like they can go into each match without that much crazy amount of pressure. Because they're a young squad. At the end of the day, just play your game, do the best that you can, and I think they themselves even would be happy about that. But Liquid, I feel like they're going to this with a little bit more of a crazy thing because, well, it's revenge against Fnatic Onyx PH that they're looking for here. So let's first look at what Coach Saint Lucas said from TLID.
Yeah, and he said that on the day of the draw, when we found out our first match was against Fnatic Onyx Philippines, we were all hyped up because everyone was eager to face them right away, and we were all excited for the challenge. Some players even kept asking if the team can head over to Malaysia immediately.
So excited to face FNOP is TLID.
And then from Coach, why not? People might not know this, but we scrimmed a lot with Indonesians because we'd look to them to learn and gain experience. While fans of TLID and FNOP argue online over who's better, they don't know that both teams actually respect and know each other very well in game. So it's exciting to have this opportunity. And what's even more exciting about it is the world isn't at stake here, right?
Yeah.
It is day one.
Yeah.
It's Swiss stage. You got plenty of time. So yes, it is the perfect time for these two teams to have a little bit of fun.
It's quite anime when you think about it, the relationship between these two. No one expected Fnatic Onyx Philippines to go on the run that they did in the Philippines, breaking the win streak record of 13 Series 1 straight. And then, of course, they dropped the last one. They didn't get the undefeated season, but they went 13 series straight. And they became champions. And then for Team Liquid ID, no one expected Team Liquid ID to rise like that. They always struggled as Aura. They had to do a major shift early in the season in their roster. And then suddenly this team of young guns, these rookies, are champions in Indonesia. And now here they are on the world stage and they're buddy-buddy. It's anime, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Like Team Liquid ID, they started the regular season kind of sort of at the bottom. You literally started at the bottom. Now they're at the M series stage. I like the respect that the players have for one another. For them, I'm also happy that this is their first kind of encounter in the Swiss stage. We don't have to wait until playoffs and when the stakes are higher. We already get to have kind of the appetizer, right? The taste test of what the two potential best teams in the world can offer.
You know, and I want to pull back. You talked about TLID being those young guns, right? And when you're a young kid like that, to pull back even farther, what I said earlier today, you have that dog in you, right? You're hungry. The world is your oyster. You have lots of opportunity. And that's sometimes what you're looking for. We've seen teams like this before, these rookie young players that come in and they just shake the world up a little bit. And that's what I think a lot of us are looking at when we look at TLID.
We've told you just bits of the story between TLID versus FNOP. Let's show you now the story of the TLID versus FNOP.
King Kong as number one, very dominating in the MPL PH right now.
Tapi Fnatic Onyx kuat, so strong. Semua player yang mechanical gifted. King Kong, Prince, Kurt, Kelra, big contender dalam M6.
I think Liquid ID is strong, can beat Onyx if using Angela and Link.
Who will follow the mercenary with a stampede breaks Resto kill for Fabian. Team Liquid ID, Fnatic Onyx Philippines. Now that's a good draw.
Dapatku buat lawan first match Onyx happy lah, soalnya kalau misalnya lawan yang bukan kita inginkan, kita jadi kayak malas-malasan lah.
Unang naramdaman ko nun, na-excite ako eh. Sinuntok ko pa nga yung pandar eh. Kasi parang excited ako kasi ng kalaban.
Mereka pengen ngelihat champion versus champion kan, jadi kita orang bisa kasih game yang terbaik lah.
For me, I got excited because I'm gonna have to face Fabian. Fabian, you should watch yourself when we get into the match.
Ay nasa loki 5 kali lah lawan dia. Don't talk too much lah, just prove in game.
Kelra, lucu lu. Jangan kaget aja nanti kalau misalnya gue bantai dari early mid late game nggak ada nafas sama sekali.
Please make Aaron Shiki tilt. Okay.
Aaron Shiki about 7 deaths in my lane.
Papatunayan ko sa yung mga sinasabi ko.
The revolution is complete. The road to glory tonight. Team Liquid Fnatic Onyx Philippines.
Kelra, gue bakal ketemu lu nanti dan gue bakal usahain buat ngalahin lu dan gue mau lu kasih yang terbaik.
Siguro magiging queen siya, hindi na siya magiging king.
Ooh. There it is. I mean, we talked about these two as friends. Now, it's time to talk about them as fierce competitors. Team Liquid ID versus Fnatic Onyx Philippines. We've set up a good amount of the baseline. I think it's time to go into a little bit of a deeper analysis. So let's go off something that Skylar said. Angeling. You know the weird thing is, my memory might be serving me right. So I think we actually got to see Angeline given to TLID when they went off against each other in SPS. But in case I'm misremembering, let's just put it as: do you think it would be wise for TLID to go Angeline?
Would it be wise? I mean, I personally want to see it, but looking at kind of the trend, the patterns of the draft, we have. It feels like it takes a bit too long for the Angeline to really come into effect. I would much rather we stay back with the Stuyo, Nola, maybe the Fredrin even, because of the kind of Bruno, Dusin, Pix, Hilda as well. So no, not really. I don't want to see it, not now.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I brought up the Angeling is because when you think about it, based on the ordering of the draft, if they get Angeling, there's a high chance they might actually also have a Bruno on their side. So that might actually also be an Angelo Bruno that might end up in the hands of TLID. Now for Fnatic Onyx Philippines, do you ensure that Brusco, again, going up against Indonesians that I think he's faced off against before, if I'm not mistaken? Actually, no, only just one of them. Or rather, do you think that they should end up with a pick that, is can mean Brusco can be aggressive in the game?
I mean, I think keep Brusco on something steady. I think don't get too crazy. And looking at Fnatic, I mean, knowing PH, they're known to kind of just be solid, right? They don't.
Yeah.
Every once in a while they'll throw in a cheese pick. They'll get a little outside the meta. But I think day one, you keep things simple. You hold down that front line. You be the roamer that everyone needs you to be.
All right, Team Liquid ID, here they are.
Yeah, so Aaron Shiki in the gold lane, Witty as the roamer, Yehizikel as the mid, Fabian as the jungler, and Aaron as the EXP lane. Now I think everything we're looking at right now is going to be Aaron Shiki. How is he going to be able to handle up against the gold standard Kelra? Can he pop off? They will be on blue side, so if they can slot him something up very early, he's going to be able to pull through just like we've seen so many gold laners already do today. And it seems like that has been the role that has really mattered with so many winning teams. So he needs to step up to the plate.
Yeah. What he's done as the roamer, they call him Witty the Wise. He's definitely going to have to show off some crazy approaches and strategies to how to break Fnatic Onyx Philippines' formation. As Trek said, when it comes to Philippine teams, they are solid, and this is as solid as you can get with our champions in the home of champions.
Literally the new generation of Filipino young bloods. We got Kelra, the gold standard in the gold lane. We got Brusco as the roamer, Super Prince in the mid lane, King Kong as in the jungle, and of course Kirk in that XP lane. Doesn't get any better than this. For me, I'm looking at King Kong, man. We have Kelra as the gold standard for gold lane. King Kong feels like the king of the jungle right now. Unparalleled performance, super fast with the tempo, but also the macro knowledge that he brings to the game really elevates Fnatic Onyx Philippines when the game goes late.
Well, alongside King Kong, I think one of the reasons why King Kong can shine the way he does, with the efforts of Brusco and everyone else, it has to be the Monster Mage in the mid. Super Friends, when they saw each other in SPS, of course, Fnatic Onyx Philippines defeated Team Liquid ID. That's because Super Friends actually popped off in that series and proved why he's called the Monster Mage. We got a chat with Fabian, and we asked him, any message to FNOP? Trix, could you care to read what he replied to us?
Hey, yo, King Kong. I'm going to kill you in solo lane.
Ooh.
But be honest, we are low-key friendly to each other. When they said we'll destroy you, he was just kidding. No cap.
I feel like that's an English translation of what Fabian might actually sound like, and it looks like we got the Fabian approval of, yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that was the Fabian thumbs up. I mean, even for Fnatic Onyx Philippines, right? I believe there was an interview with King Kong and Kirk's mom regarding their journey and the support of the family. And Kirk said, "I'll show you one day where this will lead me." Well,
that was King Kong.
It was King Kong, right? So it led them to the international stage, which in of itself, right, comes full circle. But now the draft, it's gonna be underway. Got Liquid ID on blue side, the Hayabusa ban in the first phase.
Okay, big switch up. I don't think we've seen a Hayabusa
ban
all day
one.
in first phase.
First and last today.
Immediate respects. And you were asking if Assassins are going to be, would we see the Ling? Are Assassins going to come into play, at least with these two teams? Well, we're already seeing some respect, so definitely the possibilities are endless. Also, Phobius getting banned out by TLID. It's a very different ban game right now than what we have seen from so many games today. Joy getting banned out. I mean, just overall, and that just leaves so much open behind it.
Yeah, that's based off of their previous matchup when they faced each other in SPS. It was there where King Kong himself was starting to show Joy in the jungle, and I guess the TLID is respecting the heck out of that because of what Joy can do once it gets to access the backline, the instant damage that you get once you get her items. Fnatic Onyx Philippines reading into it, and they're respecting the Jushin. The Bruno is open for them to first 2 picks on the red side.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, we have seen teams go for the Bruno first pick, albeit incredibly rare, but with so many options, like the Suyo is still on the table for Fabian if he wants to go for that as well. There can be a trade. Alpha is also available for TLID if you want to go for Flex. There's always Todd
Gotta go for
TLID.
the Bruno.
You
got to, bro.
Just rush it?
It has won most games today, right?
You have to.
Yeah.
You
It's
cannot give that to Keller right now.
Yeah, 5 out of 2 wins
Let's
today.
see.
1 second.
They don't.
Oh, hold on.
Mr. Renmar.
Of course, they're going to be rushing that Angela, and again, that opens up the potential of the Angeling, meaning Fnatic Onyx Philippines. What if they overreact? You know, what if they just suddenly go, Bring Bruno right now?
No, I think
Bruno.
they'll go Suyo, right? Like this is it's a
Bruno,
treasure trove,
Cho
but
Bruno.
Cho Bruno, yeah.
It's tough.
It'd be crazy if if they pick up Ling now.
Definitely Bruno, but they might even actually consider.
Super Prince Valentina, you know, like the
Alpha.
Heart Guard is still.
I'm thinking Alpha Bruno.
Yeah,
you know?
Alpha.
For the
Oh, they go
ultimate
Hilda.
Hilda?
Oh, they respect the Hilda of Aran. Again, he is the Hilda guy, so.
Yeah.
Vanquish the shadow.
Yeah,
Oh, they're giving Bruno.
No Bruno.
No Bruno. No
We
Bruno
don't care about no Bruno. We got a Kelra.
We got we got the gold standard, right?
Yeah, if TLID pick up the Bruno here, it'll be perfect. And then Beatrix might actually be the answer of FNOP.
Okay, so the Bruno's
Milos?
still open.
One cares. All
But
right.
there is some nasty dive from TLID that can reach the Bruno, right? Like the entire day has been who do you pick to reach that backline and take out the Bruno? Right now, TLID already have some tools to make it happen.
Yeah, so now they have to think about it, right? What gold laner do we really want? We want something that can definitely move around. We want something that can escape that attack that TLD might just try to put pressure on.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that they pick up this Hilda, kind of knowing, because once you see the Angela, you know the Link's coming. You know some sort of assassin is coming, so they pick up the Hilda, someone that can be aggressive. It's kind of worrisome though. You see the Suyo, you see the Hilda. How does Ling deal with that type of pressure in the early game?
Whoa.
And now a Lu Yi, just to add even more aggression behind it.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, they're giving each other signatures, man.
That goal lane is so open, right? Like, I think you just start hammering goal laners at this point. You got 2 bans on each side. Both teams haven't revealed any of that kind of main carries yet.
Yeah, you go for the gold lane matchup trade. And I have this feeling that we're actually already seeing the roam of Brusco. So whatever the EXP leader of FNOP is, it's either going to be something along the lines of a CC or something along the lines of a Terizla or an Edith later on. Another thing you have to consider for FNOP is when they have the low E, they love pairing that up with a Claude. If it's not going to be the Claude, which, I mean, if they decide not to go for the mid to the late game strat, they might actually pick up something like anyone that deals magic damage really might be okay.
Yeah, I think just about. I mean, there's plenty of options when it comes to gold. And at this point, it's like, at this point, knowing that they're willing to put Bruno so far back where so many teams have priored it up front, we know that either of these gold laners are very comfortable with whatever they end up with. Whatever ends up in their hands, it's like, listen, we'll make it work. Let's prio everyone else instead. Let's make sure our mid is ready to go. Let's make sure our mid trio is ready to go, because that's essentially what we're seeing from both teams here. I do agree the Hilda, most likely in her own position. It works well to maybe invade, put pressure onto this Ling. It's a nice answer to it.
Yeah, and that's why they banned out the Gata Kacha. It would have been the perfect partner alongside the Hilda, who might need the help with another tanky frontliner.
And that is why this is one of the most anticipated match, right? Even the drafting, the flavor that they give us is very different from what we've seen in the first 7 best of ones. FNOP, they have that priority pick in the second phase, so they are going to go for the CC ban. Right? You guys kind of called it. It can be an option.
All right, so they're the ones to take out the CC, and now it's great that you actually see these two teams saying that, you know what, we want to win the gold lane. We'll save the last picks for our gold laners as much as possible.
There is still Cho for Brusco if FNOP wants to go for it, right? Like, you ban the CC. We've seen how CC deals into the Hilda once that War X comes online. We've seen that vengeance from the side of RQ Hoshi early on as well.
This might actually be a tell by FNOP though. If they ban CC going to the second phase, there's a chance that they're actually going to just roll with the Beatrix already. Again, CC is one of the best picks that you can pick up to give Beatrix a difficult time. And that's why they ban it.
There goes the Beatrix ban.
10 steps ahead.
But that's a decent counter to the Bruno. So if FNOP does end up locking that in here, we're losing some possible options there. TLID may be working against themselves possibly with that ban. FNOP, fourth pick, coming in. They pick up the Cho. There it is.
That's the Brusco
TLID,
Cho.
how do they answer back?
They're saving the Keldra pick for last.
They are.
That's how comfortable they are with it. Literally the only team that I think has pushed Gold Lane all the way back into their number 5 choice. The only team that is willing to take that risk right there.
You know, Granger has a good amount of dashes, and I feel like having a lot of dashes would be good against a Hyla, Sling, Angela. You know,
I like the Claude. You get that BMI, you get that, you get the Purify with him because you always want to pick it. But also, we haven't seen him much. Where does he really fit? They do have the Hylos. A Shredder could work. But it kind of depends on what TLID picks up here.
I suppose if the Bruno doesn't get picked up, then we would have a more classic gold lane matchup, right? Than a ton for TLID, which means that there's a chance we go back to an era where there's just no Malefic gun purchase.
Yep. A very TLID lineup, and a strong one at that. Fighting, controlling the map all around for the young squad. It now falls into the hands of Coach Why Not to set up his gold standard for success. What is the gold? With a Nathan on the other side, TLID might balloon this. They have to match it. They might actually just need to go for the Bruno.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see the Natan pick does come in for TLID, and I love how you said this whole draft is very TLID.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very reminiscent of the things they were picking up in their grand finals. The Natan was pivotal in so many of their strategies, the poke, everything that goes along with it. FNOP, though, final pick comes in. It is the Bruno. Ooh,
Give me a team. Give me a team.
FNOP.
FNOP? All right.
FNOP.
Husky?
I'm feeling FNOP.
All right. I'm the panel host, so I don't need to give my prediction. I like both. You know what? I'm not going to go do that. Something about it tells me the TLID lineup is very, it's fierce. I'll give it that. So, Mirko, bring it up. Why don't you give us your picks? Who won the draft?
Thank you so much to our panelists. We're down to the last match for round 1 of the Swiss stage. Give us our choices according to Remar.
What do you think?
I'm gonna have to go for FNOP.
Wow,
What
that's
about you?
surprising.
What about you?
I will also say FNOP.
Oh, that's surprising. No. Oh.
Yes, sir.
No.
If you know, you know.
Well, I mean, again, this still is the battle of the champions, the much anticipated game for today. So we'll see how it goes because the panel has already mentioned it. They seem very comfortable with the picks that they have, Mirko.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Into the land of Dawn we go. Fabian on a signature link. King Kong on the Suyo that got him the championship in MPLPH. Oh, it's so crazy that both these teams are like, you know, the meta? Let's go with our comfort.
Yeah, and don't forget complete.
Witty.
Oh, wait. Brusco, goes for the flicker.
Also going in right now, looking for the Jikundo. Witty's gonna try to get level 2. Aaron Shiki will get level 2. Now trying to cut away Brusco. Shunpu forward, last hit, first blood to Brusco.
I should have prepared myself for all these action. I mean, look at RRQ earlier with the way they were able to play the game, but Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they get the first blood. And we were cut off when we were supposed to mention, but don't forget to also check out the Ending Pass. Guys, complete all the active tasks during the event to claim all these amazing rewards that you could get, including the statue, the figure. Yeah, but then, all right, going back to the game. Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they were able to draw first blood against Team Liquid ID. Very decisive from Brusco there, burning the flicker.
Really solid stuff here, starting things off for FNOP. This looks like for the emblems here, that's the Master Assassin, so Keldra really wants to get the lane going. Also, the Bargain Hunter for Aaron Shiki to get those items a bit earlier, but it's a weakness finder. So Aaron's very confident in this laning of his as well. You know, usually we see a bit of a safer choice, especially up against a bully like Hero. But no, for Aaron, it's all about that witty. Very good respect there. It just flickers out, you know?
I mean, if we, or if a lot of fans had a choice, I mean, I think they'd really want a solo camera just focused on the laning for the gold laners here, for both Aaron Shiki and Gelra. I mean, calling all the things they've said prior to this matchup before meeting each other here, the Fnatic Onyx Philippines might just get hold of this turtle uncontested from Team Liquid ID. It seems like they just let it happen. No trades whatsoever even coming in for TLID so far.
It looks weird, but this is actually how TLID play. Just like their draft, you know, not really the super meta draft right now. It's super unorthodox, and that's the way they actually won MPL Indonesia. For FNOP, they're doing what they did to win MPL Philippines, right? They're controlling the neutral objectives, controlling the early game, and getting tempo around the map. For Team Liquid ID, it's all about waiting for the power spike of Aaron Shiki and Fabian. Once they have that, they will decide to fight. But before that, they will not fight. They will give away, concede all the neutral objectives that they have to wait for that. Patience is the key.
And this could be an impatient play from Fnatic Onyx Philippines, though. They go for Withy. And that's 2 kills now for Fnatic Onyx Philippines.
And that's what's dangerous when you're up against FNOP and you play the style. Kelra pushing out a lot of damage. Brusco walking up. The Jikundo will lock him down there. It's actually going to be an entropy forward there. King Kong trying to go for the stun. Will be able to get it. But Fabian now against 4. Goes in for the blades. Will be able to pick it up. And now escapes as well. That's the usurper in action.
And that was Fabian deciding that he wanted to fight. Friends, diversion play, but Kirk!
Power Wilderness, Kirk will be able to get the kill, gets out as well. Now he has skill and Witty against Super Prince. It's gonna be the healing coming down, stunned up as well. Witty desperately trying to stay alive, gets out with a flicker as Aran on the horse comes into the mid lane.
I cannot believe all those clutch kills coming in here for both Fnatic Onyx Philippines and Team Liquid ID. Imagine transitioning all the way from the gold lane to the mid lane and still seeing the action take place. But could this be another potential turtle that'll go into the hands of Fnatic Onyx Philippines? Or has Fabian already decided that he really wants to go and fight from this point onwards?
I think they should be able to actually fight it out, right? It really depends on the position that they have here. Fabian's obviously going to be more concerned about the camps and getting that level lead. But I just noticed the Super Friends Brave Smite on the Lo Yi, by the way. That's something new. So far, Lo Yi, we've seen what? Impure Rage, mostly Lethal Ignition. So he's going for more sustain on this.
Oh, it seems like it. I think we were able to see this from Rins earlier, but that's the true shit.
Yep.
So you could like play around it a lot more. But this is a Lo Yi, though. Securing the Talisman as well. So I'm starting to believe that that might just be the game plan here. But Kirk able to sustain everything. Diversion behind Aran. What?
Okay.
He gets away. So now they know which resources are down for Fnatic Onyx Philippines.
Kirk having his way against Witty. Oh, chunking him low. But that's the Khalid right there. Just can heal back up very, very easily. Both teams, it does seem like for FNOP too, they are aware of Liquid ID's game plan. They are aware that Liquid ID might have actually hit their power spike, and they might be comfortable enough to go and take the battle. So FNOP are playing the long game too. Fabian decides to go in for the Defiant Blades onto Kirk. Yin Yang reaction will hit onto Aran. Both teams just hovering around the turtle.
And Aaron Shiki might be joining the fight as well. King Kong takes the turtle though.
Raging Sandstorm to the back. Fabian's able to claim the blades there. Super Prince will be slashed down a bit by Witty. Kirk will still be able to escape for a bit here. Pops in the sprint. 2 gets immobilized. And that will be the chain CC to lock him down. Fnatic Onyx Philippines got the neutral objective. TLID get the kill.
All right. And they try to go for a diversion towards the bottom lane. But Kelra on the top lane takes down tier 1 turret. And that's the entropy as well. What was it? Yeah, it was you here for, or by Aaron Shiki. So Kelra takes the first turret up to top lane.
Defensive from Aaron Shiki. All he needs to do, because I think right now he's in the game plan of, I'm just going to farm, right? I'm in a ton. I'm not going to hit the power spike anywhere near as fast as Kelra on a Bruno. Might as well just play it safe. Fabian now soaking in the mid lane. Superfin's going to be caught on the Raging Sandstorm. Not attempts to play. Su could flicker out there. Fabian looking for the play over to Super Prince. Does he get it? It doesn't look like he can. Stun around. Fabian kicked down. Super Prince gets the kill. Aran now coming down as well with a glorious pathway. 2 members down already. Aran going to be stunned up with a revitalized. Kelra still doing a lot of damage. Put down, Kelra with the flicker, finding the kill. Now was stunned over towards Aaron Shiki. It's a triple kill for Kelra. And Yehezkiel is forced back.
Oh wait, there's a diversion there. There's a diversion still. Wait, yes. Okay. Yeah, Skill might be able to survive this, but still that was a triple kill going to the hands of Kelra. And I must say, Super Prince being able to survive all that, I mean, he went for the Warrior Boots as well. That's aside from the Brave Smite and all the shields that he got from spamming his rotation dispersion. But, oh wait, all right.
Wow.
Oh, this is insane pressure coming in from Fnatic Onyx Philippines.
It's ridiculous pressure. They have so much of a power spike here in the 7th minute mark. And again, it's due to just them hitting their power spikes much earlier because they got the first 2 neutral objectives. And Team Liquid ID, despite the fact that they've tried to go for these plays, they are just not dealing as much damage as FNOP at this stage of the game, and FNOP know it.
Yeah.
Now it's time for them to start going onto the turtle and forcing fights over against TLID.
Who will be getting the turtle? Oh, Kirk blocks Fabian!
Very clean. Kelra going to be caught. Sliding tackle out again. Aaron Shiki goes in for the entropy, but gets caught.
Diversion.
Not a diversion. Fabian's in the diversion. The yin-yang reaction catches him. Flavor Fave taken down by Kirk. Brusco gets the Jikundo on Yehezkiel, and it's another 3-0, making a 4-0 as they secured the turtle too.
And something tells me Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they're very particular with their timing. So long as they know that the heart guard's up, that Yehezkiel used it on Fabian, and that they're looking for a team fight, they try to avoid and position themselves in areas where it wouldn't be as ideal for Team Liquid ID to pick these team fights. And now that they have so much to consider, the bounty that's in the hands of Kelra for sure at this point in time, even King Kong, things are becoming gradually difficult, and there's another way of the dragon!
Brusco catching him on the wall. That way of the dragon. Oh man, Fabian is not getting space to farm. King Kong is already 3 whole levels ahead of Flavor Fave.
Look at Brusco just being able to position himself like that. This is actual aggression coming in from Fnatic Onyx Philippines. Keller has all the space he needs, has all the space he wants. And I really have to commend Kirk. I really have to commend Brusco for creating all that. All the while we thought that Team Liquid ID, they were just really waiting for their timings. Now, would they be able to still find that at this point?
Look at that 4-level lead, man. That's a juicy 4-level lead. He's doing so much damage, even to Aran. Diversion? Okay, to the back. It's a scare tactic for FNOP. They're literally just playing. They're threatening Team Liquid ID with every diversion.
And it's discipline, of course, for Fnatic Onyx Philippines. Right now, taking hold of that 8K gold lead. Now that they're able to deny Fabian of his most important resources, this isn't looking too good for Team Liquid ID. Even if they do decide to get out of their base, if they do decide to attempt for the macro, the global presence that Fnatic Onyx Philippines has right now, their ability to just find their way towards those targets whenever they gain even the least or the slightest bit of information, it also probably gives Team Liquid ID a lot more things to consider whenever they actually want to think and go for a play. So now, it's an uncontested Lord that'll fall into the hands of Fnatic Onyx.
Man, not even in their own jungle can they farm up. He's been stuck at this 4-level a deficit for a while now, and they're Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they're showing no signs of stopping. They want to continue to just suffocate Liquid ID inside their own base. You can see there was another attempt there to actually steal it. Fabian will get level 12 though. Finally, it gets out from that 4-level lead back to just 3-level lead. But now you can see the player heads ahead.
Oh no!
Ouch!
I mean, KDA, kind of a given. We're seeing the kill score, but then the gold per minute, the damage per minute. So they really were able to limit Team Liquid ID and read the plans that they had in mind. So now, oh no, this isn't looking too good for all the remaining base turrets of Team Liquid ID. They get one down, possibly even all. So Team Liquid ID, they got their base exposed.
Oh, Brusco gets the Jikundo away, the dragon. Winning with the Raging Sandstorm onto 2. Now Tempest of Blades, it's a flicker out from Kelra. The hard guard on Aaron, and Witty just evaporates King Kong, going for the stun. Aaron still able to space out King Kong. Gonna be taking some shots now. The waves in the mid lane. Yin-yang reaction from Super Prince. Yehezkiel and Aaron, the 2 members alive. Just Yehezkiel in the end. FNOP, make it quick.
I could not confirm if that was actually the fastest we've seen for today. But I cannot believe it. We were looking forward to this match, but Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they just took it like that. They seemed so prepared, and they seemed to know what TLID had in mind.
They were read out like a book. FNOP knew every move, every little thing that they were able to abuse in MPLID. FNOP knew. They had done their research, and you saw the research play there. You see the faces of FNOP, just the confidence of these players too. They knew what was going to happen, it seems.
What a showdown. Still, we're looking forward to more of this. Who knows, this might not be the last, but for now, let's break down that very fast game together with our panelists.
Super family. That's what we call